Hello folks, Ron Wittmeyer here. We've been talking about OSHA and talking about OSHA's Fatal Four, the four leading causes of construction worker fatalities. And we talked about the number one cause of construction worker fatalities by far being falls. So the number one risk you face as a construction worker on any construction project is falling. Some examples of the types of falls that occur are falls from an unprotected edge or side of a work surface, falls into an unguarded or unmarked hole, falls because of improper walking surfaces, and falls from ladders or scaffolds. Let's talk about how to prevent falls. One way is to set up perimeter protection. It can be a mesh, a guardrail system, temporary walls, or barricades. Now, OSHA sets very specific standards for perimeter fall protection. Generally, a wall must be 3.5 feet high, and the wall must be strong enough to withstand the weight of at least 200 pounds without the wall failing. Another method to prevent falls is safety nets. Now again, OSHA also provides very specific regulation of how safety nets are to be constructed. OSHA provides specs on things like how far below the work surface the safety net is supposed to be placed, the weight the safety net needs to hold, which is generally about 400 pounds, how big the holes in the safety net can be, and OSHA even provides for a drop test for dropping a 400-pound sandbag into the safety net to be able to make sure that the safety net complies and is going to do its job. Another thing regulated by OSHA pertaining to fall protection is fall restraints and fall arrest systems. Now, there's a difference between the two. A fall restraint system is where a worker is wearing a body harness and connects to a fixed length lanyard. So the lanyard acts as a leash, essentially, preventing the worker from ever the lanyard acts as a leash and prevents the worker from ever reaching the fall hazard or the edge of the work surface. Whereas a fall arrest system rescues a worker who has already begun to fall. And OSHA also regulates fall arrest systems very carefully and specifically. OSHA standards provide that a fall arrest system must involve a body harness, which goes over the shoulders and around the waist. It can't just be a body belt. OSHA specs provide how that body harness is to be constructed, the minimum weights that harness must hold, and how workers wearing a body harness are to connect with a lifeline. OSHA also is very specific in requiring that fall protection must be provided by an employer to workers at no cost to the worker. In conclusion, because falls are such a common and potentially deadly risk, OSHA has created many specific standards to help prevent worker injuries and death, and those apply particularly in the construction industry. But fall standards only work if they are taken seriously by construction companies, contractors, and workers. Until next time, ladies and gentlemen, stay safe and be well.